right, it's time for us to get started. Okay, guys, I will need you all to do something for me. Let me know if you can see my screen and hear my voice so that we don't have the technology messes up tonight. Right, so if you can hear my voice and you can see the screen, let me know that you can um, do that. You can see the screen and you can hear my voice. Just let me know in the comment section that you can actually hear my voice and you can see the screen. Awesome, awesome. It's going to be an exciting day. This is the first day of us getting started with the 30 days to 300K challenge. Okay, 30 days to 300K challenge. All right. I know a whole lot of people are wondering how are we going to do it? How are we going to hit 300K in 30 days? Right. Well, I've done it over and over and over and over and over again. And I can tell you for a fact that uh, it's something that is so easy to achieve. Okay. And I believe that if you're here, you should have gone through the lessons I've been sending to you guys. It's important, all right? Those messages are not just for the sake of it, but for you to actually, have your mind in the proper place um, for you to get started. Okay. When I see questions such as, we are over 100 people here. Why are we selling just two products? Or when I see things like, oh, I'm busy, right? Is there going to be a recording? It just tells me that this your mindset is not in the right place. Okay, because if this is important to you, you are going to make time for it. Okay, if it's important to you, you're going to make time for it. We are objects of procrastination, right? It's by default. Okay, so if you want to move beyond these default programming, of course, you guys have gone through the video on paradigm, right? Your default programming, right? Um, if you want to be able to break that, then you have to um, take some conscious decisions, right? Make some conscious effort to be able to do that. All right. Today is going to be an introduction, and of course, I'm going to be explaining a lot of concepts to you guys. Um, and another thing is to really explain to you guys what this is all about, because I've seen people ask me, is this the 10x course, right? Is this the leverage advantage? And I want to really clarify that. Okay. This is a challenge. And when you get into a challenge, it's important that you participate, right? That is what this is about. It's about you actually participating and seeing results. I'm trying to drive you to get results in the next 30 days. That is what I'm trying to do here. I'm not trying to just come here and feed you with a bunch of theories and you just go out there and just do what you want. No, you are getting dirty in the course of this 30 days. So it's important that you actually get involved, right? Than just watching on the sidelines. You have to get involved. It doesn't matter if you've been doing this for a long time, because I know that there are people here who are not just who are not newbies, but they've been doing this for quite a while, right? So it doesn't really matter. You're here because you want to participate. I want to believe that you're here because you want to participate, and that is what you should do while you're here. Don't give excuses. After all, if you get involved in this at the end of 30 days and you have an extra 500K or a million in your bank account, that could solve a whole lot of pressing needs for you, isn't it? So you should get involved as much as the people who are just getting started are going to get involved. All right. Another thing I want to address, by the way, you can see that I don't have slides, so it's not like I'm just going to be reading from a slide to go from. I'm basically trying to dish out, what I know will actually help you in the course of this 30 days. Okay. Um, so the other thing I really want to talk about is I've seen people who come to meet me and say, okay, is this suitable for beginners? Right? Yeah, it is suitable for beginners, and I've seen people ask questions that I have addressed before. Right? How are you going to do this? Right? I told you that there is already a machine that has been created for you guys to help you do all of this. And I'm going to share the machine with you guys tonight, but you guys are not going to have access to it tonight. All right, you guys are going to have access to it from the um, third day, because that is when you are going to start making use of it. Okay. Uh, so if you're here, congratulations for making it here. I really appreciate the fact that you took the time and you are willing to invest in yourself, because that is what is really important. And the people at that level of need or want, they are actually small. And you guys are going to see that in this training tonight. Okay. Now, the first thing I want to talk about is when you're getting started with a business, it doesn't matter as long as it's a business that is going to serve humans. What are the things that you need to factor in, or that you need to take into recognition? All right. One of those things is, let's see, let me draw my pen. So, number one is the market. Okay. One thing that you want to do as we do this is to take notes. Okay. Even though we are going to be, this is going to be hosted on cloud, and you can always refer back to it. It's important that you take notes. So I believe that you guys, you have your notepads somewhere, and um, you can take notes. I don't know. Can you guys still hear me? Can you guys still hear me? Please let me know in the comment section that you can hear me. Let me know that I'm not just talking to myself. It's raining actually, and the internet connection can be crappy. Anyway, I have like two connections on standby. Okay, awesome, awesome, great. So the first thing you really want to consider when you're getting started with any business, as long as it's something that deals with humans, is the market. All right. And there are two phases to this. All right. We are going to be looking at three things that you should consider, that I see that they are very important when you are trying to start a business. And there are two things that makes this up. One of them is the niche. Okay. You can as well call it audience or something, right? Um, the other thing is the purchasing power. All right. So the first thing is the niche, and the second thing is the purchasing power. You want to ensure that you are getting into a market um, that the people can actually give you money, right? Um, and considering that the niche that you choose to do this is still very, very, very important. Okay. Now, for you to do this well and not just dabble into things that will end up not really giving you any form of profit, what you want to do is go back to the John Maslow's hierarchy of needs. So, anytime I try to tell people about, human wants, human needs, I always refer back to this John Maslow's hierarchy of needs, because you are going to be serving humans. Okay? You are going to be serving humans. You are going to be serving. I'm sorry, guys. I'm a little bit distracted with these people. Uh, Okay, so you guys are going to be serving humans, and it's important that you are serving their needs and wants. Okay, now when you look at the pyramid of needs or wants of humans, you'll see that the biggest part of this pyramid or this triangle, whatever you call it, is the physiological needs. All right, and these needs, they are general as far as you are a human, right? The needs are the same regardless of the race, regardless of the gender, regardless of the location. The needs of people will always be the same. All right, so if you look here, you will see that the biggest, right, the most wanted, or the biggest need that humans want met is having air. Of course, they have to breathe, right? Water, they have to stay alive. They need to drink water, right? They need food, they need shelter, right? Of course, sleep. If you don't sleep, you can end up dead, right? Then clothing, then reproduction. Well, this is sex, right? They need sex, right? Regardless of what people say, sex sells, right? Of course, if you hear, a lot of you know that sex sells, and this is why that is, because it is a physiological need of humans. Okay. um the other part is safety. Okay, personal security, employment, resources, health, property, right? Like, of course, being safe, right? Security. Then you see love, belonging, friendship, intimacy, family, making sure that your family, they are doing well, sense of connection. Then of course, esteem, self-respect, status, recognition, strength, freedom. But as you can see that as we go up, it reduces, right? So you are going to, even though all humans need this, right? But as you go up, the need to actually want to solve the upper parts, right, reduces, right? The amount of people there reduces because you, of course, you are going to need, as you go up, the need for that reduces. You have a whole lot of pool at the bottom here where you have physiological needs. Okay, so in a country like ours, like Nigeria, that that is a poor country, right? You're going to find a whole lot of people who are still here. They are still trying to survive, right? They still are struggling to catch up to their basic needs of air, water, food, shelter, sleep, clothing, and of course, sex. Of course, people pay for sex, right? That's why a poor man can go and get a hooker and pay for sex, right? Even though he is not rich. Of course, they are gigolos as well. They are male prostitutes. Okay, they are gigolos. And safety needs. All right, it doesn't matter if you're poor, you don't have money. You're going to find a padlock or something to lock your door, isn't it? You're not just going to open it up for people to just find their way into your house, right? No matter how poor you are, isn't it? Then of course love and so my point here is, if you look at this and you're just getting started, these are needs that should be looking at meeting. So physiological needs, safety needs, love and belonging, connection, intimacy, and all of that. As you go up, you know you can see that the pool reduces. You shouldn't be selling things of that are low price in this region. So at this point, you're going to see, uh, where you find luxury and all of that. Okay, that is what you get to see right there. And you can see at the top of the pyramid, you're seeing self-actualization, the need for knowledge. Okay, and the people here are actually very small. Okay, people here are very small. Okay, now, having talked about that, so the first thing, like I said, that you want to ensure that you get right is the niche, the what you're trying to take care of, what you're trying to provide, what is the need that you're trying um, to meet, right? And we have talked about a few that I believe that you've already taken note of. All right. Now, the next thing that, of course, you want to look at is the purchasing power. What kind of people are you going to be speaking to in terms of this need that you want to meet? Right, that part is still important. Okay. Now, the next thing that you want to, consider. Um, the next thing you want to consider is the product. Okay, is the product that you're going to use to meet this need, this want that people want, right? Is a physiological need, right? What's the product that you're going to use to um, you know fulfill that need, that want? What's the product? And it's important that I always tell people, never compromise quality for quantity. I always say this, right? So you want to ensure that the product is something that meets this need and is something that actually does what it says it does. Okay, you don't just want to put out product that doesn't work, because when you put out products that work, when you create products that work, you are going to find more people responding to what you're selling. Okay, guys, I said the link here has expired. How is that so? uh all right. So the second thing is the product. All right. And then the third thing is how you sell it. Okay, you have this product already that works, that does all the things it says it can do. The next thing, of course, is how do you sell it? Okay, because of course you want to ensure that you sell it right. Okay, because if you don't sell it the way you should sell it, you are not going to be able to make the type of sales, or the kind of sale that you intend to make or to generate. How you sell it. Okay. Now, what I have done for you guys is I have looked at the market, and I have, like, taken care of some of all of these things, right? The market, the products, and I'm going to show you guys how we are going to sell it. How we're going to sell it. We're going to be using the machine that I have, talked about. But first, we are going to first look at the choice of market. Okay, what kind of need are we trying to serve here, right? We're trying to serve health and family, right? The people who are in need of better health, they want their family to live well. These are the ones that we are going to be looking at during the course of this challenge. Okay, and I'm going to share with you the two products that we are going to be looking at. But first, let's look at the market. Okay, now the first product, or the first market, are people who are having issues with high blood sugar. Okay, so we're going to be looking at how we can solve that problem. um, the second one is going to be for parents who are looking at raising kids who are smart, who are intelligent. So now, when you have, seen that, okay, this is something that I want to look at, or how do I now, confirm that actually this is something that is selling already? Because you don't want to reinvent the wheel. That is something that you don't want to do unless you're trying to come up with something so ingenious, um, that you're the first person to make it live, right? But if you really want to really get great result, there is no point reinventing the wheel. All you need to do is pick something that is already working. And so when I see people who say, "Oh, this niche is saturated," I just smile, I just laugh, because really, what that tells me is you really don't know what you are doing. Because at the end of the day, there is nothing like saturation. It's a myth. Okay, there's nothing like saturation. The problem is you don't know how to sell what you have. Okay. Now, the first thing that we are going to look at in terms of being sure that you've actually picked up something that people truly do want is check out, you know, how are people responding to things like this. So where I go to is a place like Amazon. Okay, so if you come over to Amazon and let's search for um, blood sugar. Okay. Now, if you look at blood sugar, you can see right here that people are actually buying things related to blood sugar. They want to have their blood sugar corrected. They are having issues with diabetes, right? Um, how can they have this fixed? Is an issue for them, and they want to fix it, right? Look at here. This person who is selling this blood sugar product here has sold over 2,000 pieces, over, because we have 2,900 and something persons who left reviews. Look at this one, over 8,000, right? If you search, let's even aside blood sugar, let's try and see uh, diabetes. Okay, let's see what comes up for diabetes. Okay, so now you can see for diabetes, um, you can see different products. Different products are on here, and this tells you the kind of things that people find, they're interested in, and they want to really find solution to this diabetes, issue that they are having, right? Now, when you look at things like this, what something that you really want to look at is, okay, what kind of things in terms of taking care of their blood sugar are they really interested in? You want to take time and do this research. Now, this is the part that a whole lot of people they shy away from. They don't do proper research to look at, okay, what exactly are people looking at, what do they truly want? Because it's wanting to know that, okay, people have high blood sugar, right? They have issue with their regulating their blood sugar, but what are those things that they are truly having issues with, and they for them to actually get the result that they want, what is it that they need? Because at the end of the day, it doesn't matter the type of solution that you're trying to create. Someone else have created it, and the person is already selling it. And Amazon is a great place to do that research and see what people are actually looking out for, because it's one of the biggest marketplace in the world. Okay, so what you want to do is do a little bit of research, look at what people are already putting out here already. You can see a cookbook um, around diabetes. This tells you that, okay, people who have high blood sugar or are having issues with their blood sugar, they are interested in cookbooks, how they can make delicious meals that will not end up spiking their blood sugars, right? That tells you, that's what this is trying to tell out here. And you can see that there are even a lot of different cookbooks on diabetes, right? So aside the fact that there are supplements, there are teas here, um, there are also books, right, on meal plans, what's the things that it can take in order to have this issue solved. And by the way, I'm going to show you guys the product that we are going to be selling in the course of this challenge. All right, I'm going to share the two products with you guys, and of course the two funnels that have already been created for you. Okay, so this is what you want to do. This is what you want to do. You want to, and look at this. is this a kit or a book? Diabetes supply travel. Look at this diabetes supply travel bag. So that this tells you that okay, this is someone is already selling something like this. It simply means that people who are diabetic, right? They probably need something like that in order for them to, if they are traveling, to put their drugs, their kits. So this tells you that these are things that they need that you can provide. You can provide them. I don't know if all of this is making sense to you guys. All right. Um let's see if there is something else. Now, I know there are a lot of things, and this is one of the things that you guys are going to be doing. All right, you want to take time, depending on any of the niche that you decide, any of the product that you decide to promote. You want to take your time out and look at the different things that these people are looking at. Taking care of, is it these bags, these meal plans, and all of these things. Take your time and write them down. That's what you want to do. Write them down. Okay. Now, once you've been able to do that, the next thing you want to do is look into one of them. It could be let's say for the cookbook, for instance. Okay, so for something for like the cookbook, let's see what are these people saying. Okay. um Test kitchen, American test, 7 sizes. So you can see this is what the people are interested in. Many of the recipe highly recommended, color pictures, slow cooker, recently diagnosed, blood sugar, nutritional information, salad rice. Okay, so it's just perfect, right? This tells you that what people are finding interesting about this, how is serving them. So what you want to do here is look at exactly how this product itself is serving the people in this particular niche. Okay, look at the 5-star ratings, look at the 2-star ratings. What is it that this product couldn't meet up with? Okay, what is it that most of these recipes are 20 to 40 gram of sugar per serving. Diabetes should not have more than 30 to 50 a day. Okay, so these are things that you can take note of. It's going to make you aware of who you are actually serving, right? What you're trying to do here is researching into the person that you're trying to provide this solution to. So when you talk to the person, you are knowledgeable. You are not going to act like someone who doesn't know what he's saying, but now you know their need, you know their struggles. All right, so you want to do what we call an empathy, draw out an empathy map. All right, what are they already saying? What are they seeing? What are they hearing? Right. And this is a cool way to do that. So like I said, the first thing that you want to do is come on here, type diabetes or blood sugar, look at the different solutions that are on here, write them down, click into any of the products and look at the kind of comments that people are putting on here. This will tell you what exactly these people, the issues that they are having, the emotional drawback, how these products that are already available are solving the problem. So when you talk to them, they actually feel that someone who knows them, is actually talking to them, right? This is going to make you to be knowledgeable on what you're about to sell, right? So let's do a second research for, let's say, genius child. Okay, because that is what the product helps the child. It helps you to raise a genius child. Okay, so if we search for that, you can see different products right here. Cultivating the genius of black children. We can also say raising smart kids. Let's see what we get with that. Okay, so you can see this product right here. Is obviously, you can see that it's a bestseller for on Amazon, and it says "Smart but Scatter: The Revolutionary Executive Skills Approach to Helping Kids Reach Their Potential." Right. Doesn't mean that you cannot sell um, physical products. Of course, there are physical products. Let's go back because now we are in the book section. That is why it's showing us that. You can see it's book here. All right, we're in the book section. That's why we are seeing just books. But let's just go to the home and search for raising smart kids, so that you guys can get the network is pretty um, pretty slow. Getting okay, okay. All right, so let's search for raising raising smart kids. All right, raising smart kids. I think this thing is still taking me to books. Okay. All right. So we can see right here that there are physical products. That's actually what I wanted to show you guys. So you guys can see that there's physical product. You can see that this have sold over 14,000 bottles. Okay. And is a kids formula and fiber daily gummy multivitamin fiber for digestive health and what have you, right? Um so similar to what we are about to sell for the product is basically for children to help their brain to develop better, make them to be really smart and all of that. And like we did for the diabetes, you also want to look at that as well. Look at this. Difficult riddles for smart kids, right? These have sold over 26,000 copies. How amazing is that, right? So I'm gonna by the time we get into the day three, right? While you are going to look into the funnel and see the offer that we have there, it's important that you do this research yourself, and then you can now say, okay, this is how you'll be able to differentiate yourself. We are going to talk about that on day three, on how you can differentiate yourself to make your offer superior to the other person. Okay. Even with the fact that we've already built out this offer for you, you can also make your offer superior to the next person. So for those people who were asking, we are over 100. How every one of us going to be selling the same product? You can sell the same product by differentiating. Okay, and I'm going to teach you guys that um, on the third day. So day three, right? That's gonna be on Wednesday. Okay. So, but you need to do this research first, right? So come on here, look at the kind of things that are being sold. Especially you want to look at the top, you know, products that are being sold that people are actually buying here. And look at this Smarty Pants Kit formula. So it's still more is a multivitamin, and this is a smartwatch. Um Okay, interesting fact for smart kids. Wonderful collection of whatever that is. Interesting fact for smart kids. Uh, Echo Glow multicolor smart lamp for kids, right? Okay, so these are different things that you can sell. You want to do your own, do the research, like I've shown you guys. Write them down the different things that you see that you know parents, because of course parents are going to be the one to sell to to actually buy this for their kids. And that brings me back to the whole part of selling to people with the purchasing power, right? Yeah, these products, they are for kids, but you can't target kids, right? You're not going to be selling them to kids. You're going to be selling them to the parents, parents that have the money to actually buy these for their kids, isn't it? Okay, so you want to do this, this research and raising a sensory smart kid. Ah, interesting. This is actually interesting. Raising a sensory smart kid, with helping your child with sensory. Well, I can't really, but you really want to go deep into this. Do the research. That is what you want to do. Okay, now once you've, by the time you guys do all of this research, we are not still done. I'm still going to show you guys a few other things that you still need to do. You want to come into the group. Like I said, this is a challenge and you have to take it seriously. I want you to make a video talking about how the process was for you, how it was for you, what the things you discover. You must not spill everything you discover, but you want to share how the process was for you. All right. You must not, it has not, it doesn't have to be a video. Okay, I know I said video, make a video, but it doesn't have to be a video. It can just be a test. You just talk about how the process of actually discovering what these people want, what they're already buying, how the process works for you. Okay, so like how I described in the previous products, or niche, the diabetes or blood sugar niche, the same thing you can do for these as well. Now, once you're done with Amazon, the next place you want to go to is Reddit. Okay, Reddit has been here for a long time, and this is a place that you are going to find a whole lot of, man, like you are going to find, when it comes to understanding human behaviors and what people are actually talking about, you are going to see that doing a deeper research into what people truly do want, the things that people are going through, Reddit is a great place for you. Okay, so if you come on here and you type something like blood sugar, no, just go to the Reddit section where you have to search for the subreddits. Blood sugar, diabetes. Um, let's see, diabetes. Man, my internet connection just turned into something else. Guys, can you all still hear me? Please, if you can still hear me, just leave me a comment. Let me know that you're still here with me and you can hear me. It's important that I know that you can hear me, guys. So if you can still hear me, just leave me a comment. Let me know that you can hear me, that you're still here with me, that you've not left me alone here. You've not left me alone here. So let me know in the comment section that you're still here with me. That you can still hear me. Also, awesome. Mercy, I can hear you. I can see you. Awesome, awesome. All right. So now you search for diabetes. You're going to look at the communities. Look at the communities right here inside of Reddit. Right in here, you are going to find different communities. But let's just look at the first one here. By the way, you can search blood sugar. Okay, in my network, that's the reason why it didn't really bring up the search results. Okay, but you want to go into the community and you want to look at what people are actually saying about their condition. Okay, because it's important that you know this. When you know this, when you start talking to these customers, they will know that you understand them, right? Remember that people don't care about what you know, right? Until they know that you care for them. Okay, so when you start talking in their own language, they know that you truly care. They are going to see that you truly care, and you're not just coming for their money, right? You speak in their language, their pains, their struggles. You understand their struggles, right? And this research is how you will be able to do that. And by the way, this is not the only community. You can see that there were different communities that you can actually check out for this, right? And you can see these people here. You can see, do I have diabetes posts? Are these numbers good? My mom and sisters aren't serious about diabetes. Are your levels? What are your levels? Free one touch strips. Can stronger insulin contribute to weight gain? So you can see the kind of questions that people are asking right here. And these are places where you can get idea in terms of content, okay? Because we are going to be talking about content. When you start, putting yourself out there, which you have to, right? Content is important, and of course you want to put out content that resonates with your audience, your market, your niche, all right? And so you just take your time and do some of this research. You'll be amazed by the kind of things that you find, right? Now the next thing you want to do is search for forums, okay? So we've talked about Amazon, we've talked about Reddit. The next thing is forums, okay? So if you look at forums, let's say forum for diabetics. Right? You need to think beyond the find a solution to them. Okay. And for you to provide the kind of solution that they want, you must first know what they want, right? See different minutes shares entitled parents, a whole lot of, just look at the different subreddits or communities here, join them and see what people are saying, these parents are saying, the people with diabetes are saying, right? It's important that you choose one, guys. You can sell both, you can sell to both. Will be a ton with, which should I go with, this or that. Just pick one. Okay, both of them are great. You can see from what we have done on Amazon, you can see that people actually want this solution solved. All right, so pick one and run with it. Do the research, and then come back to the group and tell us how this whole process of actually discovering what people truly want was for you. You want to do that, okay? So if you the third process for this is to head over to Google. Just search for diabetes forum or forums for parents, okay? And you're going to find a whole lot of forums that you can look into, and you will be able to uh, find exactly what issues that they are having. Okay. So you want to ensure that you do this research that I'm showing you guys. Now, this is what actually differentiates the people who become really successful in terms of what they are getting involved in, and those people who don't, right? Research is going to separate you from every other person in the market. When you understand your market, you understand how they feel, you understand what is going through their minds, right? You will be able to communicate with them better than every other person in the marketplace, right? Okay, now haven't talked about that. I've talked about doing your research, the market, the products. I want to show you guys the product and the machine that we are going to be using in the course of this challenge. Okay. So your first assignment for today, what you need to do before tomorrow meeting is to ensure that you do this research yourself. I don't care if you're an OG or you've been doing this for 20 years. As far as you're amongst us and you truly want to do this, you need to spend time to do this research. Come back to the group and tell us how the process was for you, right? It's important that you participate in this. That's why it's a challenge. We're not here, or I'm not just here to just feed you with things and then you go out there and do what you want, right? It's a challenge because you have to participate, right? Okay. So here is the machine that we are going to be using. This is LazyCom. This is the platform that you guys are going to be using to sell, right? In terms of, once we get to day 3, I'm going to be sharing a whole lot of things with you guys on how to use this platform and how you can use it effectively to sell any of these products that you choose to. Okay. Now, first, I want to share with you guys um, the two different products, right, that we are going to be looking at. So the first one is the diabetes products. First one is the diabetes product. And that is this is the health. So I'm going to click on select that process switch. And I want to show you guys how it looks. Okay, you see the entire process of what this is. Okay. Um, so let's go to view sites and see how the process looks. Okay. Now, this is showing no product selected because this ought to be an opt-in form. Okay. I'm going to share with you guys how to connect this once it's time. There are two ways to connect this. It's either you want to use an email service provider, or you can just collect the details if you don't have an email service provider for those persons. I'm going to still show you guys a service that you can use to get started. And um, let's see. Let me show you guys something. Mm, okay. Okay, so you can see right here that we have the different, steps for this particular product ready, right? So you have this, that's the opt-in page, you have the bridge page, we have the sales page, we have the checkout page, we have the thank you page. Okay. All right. So this is going to be the landing page for this product, this diabetes product. And what we have here is going to be an opt-in form. On that day, I'm going to tell you how to connect this. And the next step is going to be this. All right. So from this step, they move over to the sales page, which sells the product. It's been written already. Everything is ready right here. Right. Everything is right here. Right. They click on, the CTA, the call to action, and it's going to take them to the checkout point. Now, the checkout point is showing this because it's not connected to any product yet. I'm going to share with you guys how to connect this as well. It's very easy to do, right? Like I told you guys, it's a few clicking here and there and editing a few things that you are going to be doing, right? I'm not going back on my words. Okay, so it's a few edits here and there that you're going to be doing. Okay. So once they complete the ordering process, they go to the thank you page. The thank you page is where it now brings them to excuse me. The thank you page is sorry, the thank you page, yeah, is where it now brings them to your WhatsApp. Okay, it's going to take them to your WhatsApp where you are going to jump on a call with them and close them. Now, on the call is where you can actually get them to act immediately. Get them to even buy more from you. Okay, I'm going to teach you guys how you will be able to do that, how you can close them on your WhatsApp. Okay, you have to do this. You have to do this. Okay. Um, and I'm going to share with you guys. I'm going to share with you guys how you will be able to do that. Right. So you can see that the entire funnel flow for this product. You can see this is the product right here. The entire flow is ready. All you're doing is editing, change the link button here to your WhatsApp, right? Connect a few things, create a product, just link it. It's just straightforward. Nothing that is out of the ordinary. You are not creating anything from scratch. Okay. Now let me share with you guys the second product. All right. So let's go to no. Let's go to my accounts. As well, we're going to see that. Let's go to my account. All right, and let's change this. Let's change the app. Okay, let's change the template that we have here to the other one. So the other product is for children, like I told you guys, and this is it. It's called Phytobites. Okay. Um, so tomorrow we are going to be bringing in the owner of this product, and the owner is going to talk to us about the product, how it benefits the child, and you can also have your questions for her tomorrow to answer. So if you have any questions about this product, this Phyto Bite for children, if you have any questions regards it, you should have it penned down somewhere to ask her tomorrow. All right. Okay. Now you can see that it's been changed. It's been selected. The templates have been selected. So if we go back to our funnel, let's go to the flow. Right here. Okay, so you can see that the entire flow has been built out for you, right? Like I said, nothing that you're doing from scratch. Okay, so this is the landing page, the opt-in page, the bridge page, the sales page, the checkout page, and of course, the thank you page. Okay, all right, so this is going to be the landing page. Of course, the same thing. We're going to talk about how you can get this done, right? Fix this up, this thing you have here. You can either connect your what is it called, your autoresponder if you have an emailing service, or you can do that manually and you have the leads in your dashboard in your account, right? Then we'll talk about this is the bridge. This is the bridge. So once they come in here, type in their name and email or phone number, they come on here, they read through what is here. Okay. And of course, everything has been done. You're basically going to be editing this video. I'm going to share with you guys the video that you're going to have here. Okay. And you just edit this video and edit these links right here. And of course, have your logo. Okay, I'm going to share with you guys. It's quite very easy for you to put together your own logo, right? Very, very easy to do. And I'm going to share with you guys how to even come up with your own logo. You can use, automated, softwares on the internet to design your own logo. So it's not gonna be a problem at all. You don't have to do that from scratch. Okay. So from the bridge page, they go over to the sales page. Let me refresh this in the network. Uh, the network is probably messing this up, but this is not how it should look, right? Is more beautiful than what you're saying, right? It's more beautiful than this. Okay, then of course you can. Um, I don't know if my developer is here. Please check this page. This ought not to be looking like this. I don't think it's network that is making this look like this. Something might, maybe a bug or something. So look at this. Look at this, and you should do something to it. This is not how this should look at all, right? Uh, okay. Anyway, from there it's going to take you to the checkout page where they are going to type in their details, and of course you are going to edit some of these things as well. Okay, it's a little bit of editing here and there, not a whole lot of things. Not It's not really of a big deal, honestly, right? And of course we have the thank you page where they come on and then click to your WhatsApp as well, and you close them right on WhatsApp. Okay, so that is it, guys. This is what we're going to be doing, and this is what this is going to be about for the next 30 days. These are the two products, so you have to decide which of these products that you are going to sell. Okay, tomorrow we are going to be talking about the two products. So I'm going to bring in the product owner or the vendor of the phytobite. Okay, this is the phytobite right here. I'm going to bring the vendor in, and the vendor is going to talk to you guys about this product, and you can ask the vendor questions. So I'm going to be talking about holistic bloom, the T for the blood sugar regulation, and of course you can ask me your questions about holistic bloom tomorrow. So tomorrow is going to be about the products, and of course you have an assignment to do tomorrow. Okay, so what you need to do before tomorrow, by 8 before 8 p.m. tomorrow, is to do this research. Do a research into your audience. All right, do a research into the audience of these two products and understand them. Right, even though we have created all of these materials and ready for you to go, you still need to do your own research and truly understand the audience. Okay, so aside understanding the audience, the next thing is to really know the product that you're selling. Because if you don't know the product you're selling, it will be difficult for you to, relate what it can truly do to your audience. Okay, so the first thing, understand the market, your audience, see what they are already seeing, what they're already hearing, what is being fed to them already, what they're saying. All right, that's the essence of this research that you guys need to do. Okay, so once you have the come to the group. I want this to be active. I want to see people being active and taking this seriously. Come to the group and tell us how the process was for you. All right, tell us how was it like. Okay, what was the process like for you in terms of actually discovering what this your market. So like I said, you want to choose one. Okay, choose one. You cannot sell to both of these markets or audience at the same time. All right, okay guys, we've been here for an hour. I'm going to give room for a few questions. Let's say, and we'll call it a night so that you guys can get to work and start doing a research on your audience. Okay, so I'm going to be waiting for you guys to drop your questions. So you can drop your questions in the comment box. All right, drop your questions in the comment box. I'm waiting. 5 questions, so we can call it a night. 5 questions, so we can call it a night. We've been here for an hour. We are selling to Nigerians, not white people. Z not clear. What is Z not clear? I don't understand what you're saying. No, you are doing research on one. Pick one of them. All right. Either diabetes or for the children, right? Just pick one and do your research. Of course, is hosted on YouTube, so you can always come on here and watch it. You said we will be closing them on WhatsApp. Where does the email service comes? Of course, email service comes in with follow up, right? So you're going to have follow up emails, cart abandonment emails. So for those people who go through the whole process of, you know, going through the checkout, but they didn't contact you, or they contacted you and they've not come back to, make their purchase. That's what the email that is being collected is going to help you with. So excuse me, it's going to help you with follow up. All right. Um, can we use other research method that relates to, I don't know if you'll be paying attention, but I told you guys human wants are the same regardless of their race, their ethnicity, regardless if they are Christians, they are Muslims, they are male or they are female. Wants are wants, regardless. All right. You can also make, for forums, you can also make use of a popular forum that is in Nigeria here, right? Nairaland. Okay. Nairaland, but Nigerians don't really have. I've not really seen, um, you know, for Nigerians or Africans having specific, specific, forums for themselves in for different ailments or issues. All right, but these forums are forums that different people from different backgrounds and regions they go to, right, to have an account. And so Reddit, for instance, I'm a Nigerian, but I'm on Reddit, isn't it? So it doesn't really matter. Like I said, human wants are the same regardless of where they're from. I mean, it's not clear. What is not clear? Your question is not clear. What is not clear? Tomorrow we are talking about products, so you can ask your questions relating to products tomorrow. Today is on market research. That is what we talked about today, and that is what you should really be asking about. Tomorrow we are talking about products, and tomorrow you can ask any of your questions relating to the products. Tomorrow is where you're going to be asking questions in terms of how much is the product, how much you're getting, how was the commission. Then you can ask all of that. Can we not use WhatsApp to follow up instead? Of course, you can use WhatsApp, but we are giving you the option to make use of emails. Is there something wrong with that? There's nothing wrong in you making use of multiple ways of doing your follow up. You can do follow up via emails, you can do follow up via WhatsApp, you can do follow up via SMS, right? You can do follow up with all of these. The more contact you have with your customer or your prospective customer, the better, right? The higher your chances of, um, you know, converting them. All right. Okay, you're Telly Akafi. I'm sure you came in late. I told you guys that we are going to be talking about how to sell on the third day, and that is when we are going to be looking at how you can make use of the platform or the machine. All right, that is where we're going when we are going to be talking about that. Okay, the name of the diabetes product is called Diabetic. Diabetic. All right, it's been a great time having you guys here. The questions you're asking are questions are for they are for other days. Okay, you guys, let's take it one day at a time. All right. Today is your market research. Pick one of those products. Do this research that I've talked about. Like I said, the essence of this research is for you to really understand your market and your audience. You want to know the person that you are truly going to be selling this product to. Okay, because it's one thing to have the product to sell, is one other thing, or to know who to sell is to know who to sell this thing to. Another thing is to understand the person. Okay, understanding the person simply means you know what they are going through, you understand their struggles, right, their feelings, what is going through their mind, you know it, right? That's the essence of this research. Okay, it's going to help you to become more it's going to help you really empathize with your customers. Okay, people don't care how much you know until they know how much you care. All right. So that should be it for tonight, guys. Thank you for showing up. You can take your time and watch this again, to get a full understanding of what we discussed today. All right. So that should be it for tonight. Thank you once again for showing up, and good night.